From the home of the 12s, they raised the banner just a moment ago. We are set for football at Lumen Field here a mile south of downtown Seattle. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
First carry here for Ken Walker. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This 2nd and 4. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
They may be ranked 3rd against the pass in the league, but they're the best that I've seen so far. Sometimes the numbers don't tell the full story.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A give for Walker running right. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The Seahawks at 2 and 3 here to begin the new season. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around. I expect them to play really well here.
That good for 19 and a 1st down. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defensive front there. They held their ground, pretty much stoned them on that play, and ended up creating a lost yardage play.
Yeah, drop them from the 1 back to the 2. Walker is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation. This is caught. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
They'll look to throw. He finds Smith-Njigba in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, Chargers 0. Michael Dixon, the kickoff.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18.
Set.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Now a 2nd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. That's complete to his running back, Hampton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
It's a gain of 10. First down.
Here's Herbert. Now this one finds McConkey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
A gain of 14. And the Chargers first down.
On the ground, this is Amarian Hampton. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. You talk about the Seahawk defense. Well, they're a tough unit to throw against. Currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And when you see a ranking like number 4 in the league against the pass, that's a testament to both their defensive coordinator and the general manager that crafted this unit, and now they're out executing.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. They'll dump this off to Hampton, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight, and that means this game is vital, extremely important, because they've had 2 games below 500. The road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
And he can muster only a couple here to the 24. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. Now a 3rd and 6.
Come on. 6. Bronco 80.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
60 Bison.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Sam. Ken Walker with his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ballgame. Myers connects on the PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Chargers, nothing. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Charger drive about to get going. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Now a deep one for Johnston. Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. And, Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Okay, ready?
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 40-yard line.
Here we go, set. Me. Liking 18. Ready?
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Open man is Barner, the tight end. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
At the 13-yard line.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The offense on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Touchdown, Seahawks! Jackson Smith and Jigba. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Seahawks take a 3-touchdown lead. Well, CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the 1st half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 21-0.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, LA.
Omari and Hampton, 78 yards. And the Chargers are able to cut into that deficit.
Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate.
Torrey Horton now to return it. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready?
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Ready?
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. He'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Elijah Molden. And the Chargers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Herbert. And his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Nicky Manwari. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks him right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
106 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and a yard. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. After the turnover, here's Herbert. He'll check this one down to Hampton. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. He gets this to Hampton. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
That's another Chargers first down.
Now it's Herbert. He finds his man complete. It's Hampton. And he's got this down to the 35. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on to the contact. Brings up second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
At the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Lad McConkey, 35 yards. And the Chargers have got it back to within a score. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So naturally they will decline it. They got the first down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the first down through hard work and effort anyway? First down.
Come on. Hit. 70, Denver Wolf.
Back to throw now on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 28. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And the Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And for the third time here this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Deion Henley. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
He's got the hook up downfield to McConkey. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here's Herbert. To the left side, he's got McConkey. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To the air again, Herbert. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Second and 10.
Set. Lady.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He sets to fire deep. And they aren't able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
Lion.
Hampton. Touchdown, Chargers. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Ready. Get it. Ready.
They'll throw now on the final play. And his throw here's incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to submit it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Now a deep one for Johnston. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Play action. It's Herbert. And Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to get it back here just past the 35. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 147 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Back to Walker on first down. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
2nd and 6.
Ready, ready.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
Milroe's pass. Intercepted by the Chargers. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Oronde Gadsden, 78 yards. And the Chargers have taken the lead. The extra point try now from Dicker. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Chargers 28, Seahawks 21.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. Oh, it's some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he's got Smith and Jigba. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Here we go, set.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. That sack, it goes to Boye Mafe. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Returnable here for Davis. They juked him. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. The Charger drive about to get going. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnston. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
That's another Chargers first down. A gain of 14. And the Chargers first down.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He'll dump this out to Hampton, complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
Third down and 1. Here's Herbert. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On first down, it's Hampton. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Set.
Harris fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on third and goal. Hampton going to try to punch it in. And boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Only a yard there, so it brings up fourth and goal.
Run. Set.
Herbert going to keep it on the sneak. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Chargers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Looking to put a drive together.
Ready.
Hands it to Walker to begin the series. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. Back to throw here. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see them drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain of 37. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Straight ahead, Walker. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
The Chargers' 22-yard line.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Ready, go.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. 156 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. This offense so far on 3rd down, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
70 Timberwolves.
They'll look to throw here. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Elijah Arroyo, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Count the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Herbert now. Throw in the middle, and it's caught by Johnston. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 2.
At the 44-yard line.
Herbert going to give to Hampton. Gets past one man. Now he's into the clear again. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Omari and Hampton, 56 yards. And the Chargers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead now stands at 13.
42. Seahawks 29.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Pass caught, Arroyo right side. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
First down.
Ready?
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
18 Cardinals.
Looking to throw. He's across midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. That'll give him 8 that time. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
At the Chargers' 43-yard line.
Go! 19 Charger, 19. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready?
They'll set up a throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Boye Mafe picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down.
Cougar 19. Go.
They'll set up to throw. is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Let's go now.
1st and 10 at the 36.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
He finds Smith and Jigba. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 23. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Liking 18.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. A quick throw here out to Brown. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he's going to go down, sacked right around the 17. This will go as an 11-yard loss there on 1st and goal.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was right for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're looking at a 4th and goal here as they search for a late score. Here's a big one. It's 4th and goal. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Here we go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Charger drive about to get going. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 19.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 163 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Chargers. First down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Los Angeles.
Harris running straight ahead. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They're going to pass here with Herbert. He's going to wind up and air it out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Nicky Manwari. And the Seahawks will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still don't. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Here we go. Start.
2nd and 14. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it looks like the Chargers are going to win this thing. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. Now a deep one for Johnston. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now a deep one for Johnston. And this one incomplete. He couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Herbert off of play action. Now a deep one for Johnston. And this is caught inside the 5. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the two teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Omari and Hampton punching it in from a yard away. And the Chargers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
And he'll be out right at the 35.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first three quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for the Chargers, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from a bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really want to brag. I'm just telling that I'm leaving with a bag. High five to the scarred and the strange. From the outlaw that'll never get tamed. Biscuit beats from the pirate band. Sign this deal with a lobster hand. Freestyle like a bowling pin. Flex these bars on a dolphin fin. Life's too short, but I can't complain. Doing backflips on a candy cane. Ride my scooter with a cape at night. And I'ma high five me a traffic light. I blink twice, then I teleport. Got kicked out of the Trump resort. Bought this cloud on a payment plan. Then I ghosted out in a minivan. Might get my hand like a waffle cone. Spitting out syrup in the twilight zone. Got no job, but I'm on the clock. And you can't stop me, cause